What's good, y'all? This is your boy Joe Cliff, and you know we out here on the outside looking in. If you've been paying attention, new Jerzey Twork versus SnakeEyez just dropped on the Midnight Madness YouTube. Big shouts out to Midnight Madness. They're doing YouTube drops. They're skipping the URL app thing and then going straight to YouTube. Wise versus KD is already at like 50,000 views and it's been out 5 days. So Midnight Madness YouTube is actually starting to go up. It's starting to rock. It's starting to, take that place and be in that position where URL once was. There's like a missing piece right now when it comes to battle rap and YouTube as far as drops. So you have like RBE doing these drops and other people like that. But now you got Midnight Madness and they just dropped that fire. SnakeEyez versus New Jerzey Twork. SnakeEyez versus Twork is probably it's one of the best battles of this year so far. Big shouts out to Snake, big shouts out to Twork. We already knew what Twork was gonna come and do. He had a lot to prove, I guess. His rounds was super extended. Twork's rounds was probably like 6 minutes, 7 minutes tops, like that. SnakeEyez probably had 3-minute rounds, so it was kind of crazy. Honestly, just paying attention to the difference in the rounds. It's like New Jerzey Twork just kept going, and then SnakeEyez would just stop short. So the battle's like, I don't know, it's a good battle. That first, SnakeEyez was bombing in the first. He had the J2 line. Like each line, he had these haymakers that was just crazy. The second round, he had the Read About It line, Young Thug Read About It line. So, this guy is in his bag. Big shouts out to Snake. I just want to come here. I'm here to more or less talk about SnakeEyez' performance each time he battles, because that's what people's not paying enough attention to. Yeah, we already knew Twork was going to come and do what Twork does, because that's Twork. Twork's at this point where, you know what I'm saying, the URL's not really messing with him, but he's always going to be a ticket seller, so he's always going to have a place in the URL. But as far as right now, he's being benched. So this Midnight Madness battle was pretty much his gateway to come back and be able to, slide back in and transition in, and that's what I think. That's why I think the rounds was so extended. I guess he's trying to show that he can actually remember the material and things of that nature, because it was some of it was a lot of filler as far as Twork's rounds. He always has them haymakers. He always bombing. Like he had this, I was trying to trade my Motorola for my iPhone. Then I got in jail. I had to use my Razor for an Apple. Like that shit was crazy. Like Twork always has these crazy lines. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. More or less, it seemed like he was just rapping to prove a point. Whereas SnakeEyez' lines was tailored. SnakeEyez was literally talking to Twork and Onward the whole battle. Twork had to address some things. He had to sugarcoat some things, make some things look nice. But as far as SnakeEyez, them 3 minutes that SnakeEyez had was more tailored to Twork than the 6 minutes that Twork had for SnakeEyez. And I'm not saying that SnakeEyez won the battle. Honestly, I ain't even going to call a winner yet, because I'm going to watch that battle a couple more times before I even think about calling a winner. Because it's more close to me than people, actually have the battle going, to the point where I'm just gonna have to separate the time difference. That's the only thing that's really hurting this battle, as far as like trying to judge it from an outside perspective, is the time difference, and just being able to separate the material, as far as all the material Twork has, and the focus material that Snake has. So big shouts out to SnakeEyez, big shouts out to Twork. I just want to see Twork, I'm one of Twork's biggest critics, because I've been watching him since the Dougie you know what I'm saying? Since the beginning, I've been watching Twork. I done told so many people about Twork, and it's just so frustrating, and it's so annoying when you have somebody that's that great and they continue to drop the ball. So I'm not complaining about the long rounds. I appreciate the long rounds. The long rounds is him actually showing and trying to, you know what I'm saying, tell people like, yo, I actually could do this, but you know what I'm saying, there's still some work that has to be done. You could tell the way he's setting things up, he's trying to make it a little more memorable or a little more easy. Like his setups are a little slow, like, you know, during this battle. But besides that, I just want him to get to full potential. Like seriously, for Twork to be at the position he's in is crazy, because Twork was like, as far as on the East Coast, Twork was popping before Geechee Gotti, but now Geechee Gotti is the face of URL, being on the East Coast. I mean, being on the West Coast, being from the West Coast and having URL being the staple of the East Coast, that's kind of crazy. We should have a face of URL that's on the East Coast, and that was supposed to be Twork. But the position he put himself in, he continued to drop the ball. He continued to have lackluster performances, or he'll come crazy in one battle, and then the next battle it's like, yo, what is this? So, like, I don't know. I just want him to continue to elevate. Them 6-minute rounds, them shits, you know what I'm saying? He was bombing. So if he continues to keep coming like this, and he continues to show and elevate and prosper and do what he has to do to, like, you know, be at that level, I give it, like, you know, I don't know. Twork can't choke for the rest of his career. That's my only thing. He can't have no chokes, no stumbles, anything like that going on for the rest of his career, because it's always going to be the same thing. And as far as SnakeEyez, I want to say a big shout out to SnakeEyez, because, yo, ever since, like, he puts himself in these positions where he's, like, you know what I'm saying, bound to lose. Like, people want to see SnakeEyez lose, and he's bound to lose, and he's going to lose. And no matter what, he still shows up. He comes with his 3 rounds. He has his moments. He's one of the best promoters in the game. So we got to continue to give SnakeEyez his flowers too, because SnakeEyez is continuing to elevate and put himself in a position where a lot of us never even seen or thought him to be in. Like from the beginning with the, you know what I'm saying, him in the Ace battle and things of that nature. He battled Math. He done battled Hands. He done battled Cortez now. Like even his resume continues to, you know, he continues to take them steps and take them battles to put himself in these positions, and he's starting to cook. So big shouts out to SnakeEyez. I don't think anybody else would have been able to stand in front of that the way SnakeEyez did. I wouldn't even say it's Twork on a return, but it's Twork actually, you know what I'm saying, trying to prove something and trying to show something and trying to prove something to people. And for the SnakeEyez to actually stand there and take that, that's crazy. I appreciate that. He stood there through all 3 of them rounds. He got his rounds off, no stumbles or anything like that. He fought through the crowd being on Twork's side. Of course, we knew that was going to happen, you know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is. That Midnight Madness crowd is fire too. I would actually prefer the battles to be outside like that. That nostalgic, like old school URL on the street corner feeling is actually fire. I remember they tried to do that one time with like one of the volumes, and it just didn't feel right. I think that was the one with K Shine versus Pat Stay. Geechee Gotti versus Goods and things of that nature. They had one of the URL volumes on the street corner, and it didn't feel like it should have felt. But this like dark, gloomy, everybody in a circle type thing right now that they did with the Midnight Madness, SnakeEyez and Twork battle, that shit is fire. I'm gonna need more of that, seriously. Because that's the essence, that's what we want to see, that's what's bringing the people, and that's what's actually fire. Like, big shouts out to SnakeEyez and Twork for both showing up. Big shouts out for Jay. Big shouts out to Jay too for the jumping. That was wild. The jumping was wild. Tony Bro had a little, you know what I'm saying, a little jumping. SnakeEyez was bombing. He had some fire. The young, he had the Young Thug. You keep following this Young Thug in the alley talking to Anwar, the Read About It line. Oh my goodness. But yeah, make sure you just go to Midnight Madness YouTube. Check out that battle. SnakeEyez versus Jerzey Twork has dropped on the Midnight Madness YouTube. So make sure you guys go check that out. I want to know what you guys think. Like I said, I'm not gonna call a winner yet. I'm just gonna watch that battle a couple more times and just, you know what I'm saying, just take it in. I just want to give SnakeEyez his flowers. I want to tell Twork to keep cooking. You know what I'm saying? You do this all the time. Let's just continue to keep on this path and keep things flowing. This is your boy Joe Cliff. We on the outside looking in. Holla at me.